You know, there's a reason that I don't shave every day, and that is because I usually cut myself when I do it. It's irritating. Now, as many of you have realized, summer is fast approaching. We've got literally 1 week of school left, and then finals and all that junk. And as many of you know, my summer is going to be about as busy as my fall or spring semester, whatever you want to, call it. My summer is going to be busy. My primary goal is to be part of 10 transactions. So selling a house or buying a house 10 times. One or the other. Maybe both. But 10 is the magic number. And in order to get that many clients, I will definitely be contacting you. Just so you know, heads up. You might even want to save everybody a whole lot of time and just contact me and tell me who you need me to work with. Just saying. Those of you who have recommended me, man, even multiple times, man, yours is so awesome. Thank you. Gosh, dang, that is so cool. Now, on to this week's blog. So considering finals week, I know cramming is considered normal. So I have collaborated with myself to bring to you my 5 tips for studying. I used the number 5 because when myself and I were talking about this, we thought if you have a finite list, it's much more likely that somebody's going to care. Whereas if you just said like Eric's study tips, that could go on forever. So we cut it down to 5, made sure that that it was within reason. And fortunately, honestly, everything kind of comes down to the same few principles anyway. So number 1, got to know why you're studying. You got to know why you care about this. If you can't relate it to your life as you're seeing it in the future, if you can't relate what you're learning to what you'll be doing, you're not going to care about it. Figure out the context in which this understanding is useful in your life. Because I guarantee that your mind will be your greatest enemy unless you have it convinced that you're going in the right direction, that you're not wasting its time. And I kind of joke around with the idea of myself and I thinking about things, but honestly, your mind is kind of its own entity. Whenever your brain starts going down a thought pattern that you don't want to go down, that's you conflicting with your mind. So guess what? Your mind is kind of a selfish bugger. He wants what he wants, or she, or whatever you... The point I'm trying to make is that you have to train your mind to do what you tell it to do. Otherwise, it will do what it wants to do. And that may not be best for you or the people around you. Number 2, be focused on the present. Here's the truth. Right now, you're learning, you're growing, and you're understanding, and that's your job. That's why you're here. That's why you're at school. That's why you're paying professors to teach you. And if you're going to do that, give it your best. Begin today to see your life as just a series of sacrifices that you make for your friends, your family, and other people you don't even know. The greatest individuals in the world live their lives for other people. And fortunately, they all get to do it in a different way. So right now, you have to understand that you're preparing yourself to make whatever difference you're going to make. That's number 2. Number 3, get fanatical. Dig deeper in every subject that you're studying. Deeper than you have to. That is where the actual learning takes place, when you go beyond the test material and you just dive right into it. Do you think something that you're learning is useless? Figure out how it's not. That's your job. It's not the professor's job, it's not the TA's job, it's not your classmate's job to figure out why it's important to you. It's your bloody job. And holy cow, maybe you'll actually get a return on your investment of time and money into this school thing. It won't just be a piece of paper, it'll be actual learning and understanding. What a bizarre concept. Get radical, dude. Forget what everybody else is doing, forget how much time you're putting into it. This is what you're doing. Get into it. Deep. Number 4. This is huge. Understand that at the end of the day, it comes down to what you did or didn't do. There's no test that can't be passed. There's no professor who can't be learned from. And there's no class that is completely worthless. I don't care. Whatever class you give me, I'll find some merit in it. Even if it's just expanding your mind beyond where it currently is. Every single situation comes down to what you do. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by excuses. Now or ever. Number 4. Number 5, and most important, take action. Get out there. Do it. Get into the thick of whatever you're studying, and don't come back until you've got some clarity. And think about that game, that Halo game that people used to play. Maybe they still play it. If you have a good partner in that game, you can almost leapfrog through the scenarios. One person dies, the other person is still alive, can carry that person through. to the next scene, whatever you call it. I shouldn't make analogies of things that I don't understand. But we're committed now, so let's keep going. Also keep in mind that if you have a partner that tends to die a lot, that was me whenever I played, you've got to come back to a safe location to revive that person every single time they die. And if you're in a safe location, that means you're not fighting anymore. This is an important mission. So take action, get a good partner if you can. If you can't, no worries, it's just up to you then. It can be done. But maybe next semester, find one. If you're overwhelmed by finals week, deal with that and learn from it. Don't make the same mistakes that you just did this semester, next semester. Change things up. I know that I made a lot of mistakes this semester. They won't be happening again. Remember, mistakes are wonderful. They teach you exactly what not to do. Those are my top 5 study tips. I hope they were helpful. If something was unclear, just shoot me a message. We can talk about it. And lastly, I'm dead serious. I'm going to be contacting you, asking you who you know who's looking to buy or sell their house. Here's the fortunate thing. If you do know somebody, you can just tell me, and you know that they're going to get taken care of better than they will anywhere else. If you don't know anybody, I won't kill you. Guys, I thank the Lord for the time that He's given me to talk to you. And I ask that He give you everything that you need to make your life into whatever He has in mind for you. I'll see you next week.